Okay, we are so excited. We cannot wait to tell you guys our news. But first, we hope you guys had a very Merry Christmas. I hope it was wonderful and you got to spend lots of time with your family and loved ones. We had a great Christmas. It was so much fun, and we are now like in full-fledged packing mode. We woke up, today's Monday, so yesterday was the day after Christmas, and we woke up and we were like, okay, we are like in ready, set, go mode. So we're so excited to get everything packed up so that we can go to our new house, and we are so excited to tell you guys the entire story. Okay, so we want to give you guys the full story, all the details, because it's just so special and so sweet how everything worked out. So I'm gonna like go back, remember the video that I posted, and the title or the thumbnail said like beach house or farmhouse. So you guys know we had went down to the beach that weekend, and it...
When was that?
Wait, hang on. I should probably tell them that we bought a house in Myrtle Inlet.
Oh yeah, well that's where it is.
That's important, right?
That's where it is.
Surprise, we are moving to the beach. I will make you wait to find that out. Okay, so we had went down to the beach that weekend, and the only reason we went down there, which I think I explained, was there was this house on the street in North Myrtle that we have always loved, and that house had like sold and then came back on the market, so we wanted to go down and see it, and it was not for us. Okay, y'all know I cannot just sit there. I just feel so like I'm like, it's too stuffy and I can't like express what I want to say to y'all. So
I know what it is.
What?
You got to use your hands.
I know, when I talk I have to use my hands, and sitting there I feel like I can't, so like I just have to stand up and tell y'all.
Yeah.
Okay, and I feel like I can speed this up a lot longer because I don't want this to be too drawn out. Okay, so we went down there, looked at the house in North Myrtle. We didn't like it. Our realtor that's helping us, he was like, well, let me just send you some things in North Myrtle and in Myrtles, and you guys can look and see if you want to go look at any of them while you're here this weekend. We're like, perfect. So he sends us this townhome in Myrtle's Inlet. Hang on, I gotta go back.
Rewind.
While, oh gosh, this is gonna be so all over the place. Okay, while we were standing in the house in North Myrtle that we did not like, that you guys saw.
Oh, it just came back to me.
Okay.
I remember now.
Okay, I said to him, there is this house in Myrtle's Inlet that we have been looking at online for weeks, and for some reason we are just so drawn to this house and we cannot shake it, but also it's more of like a permanent home. It's not like a vacation home or whatever, second home. And he said to me, is it the house on blank street?
He knew the address.
He knew the address. He knew the house before I even said to him anywhere other than it was in Myrtle's Inlet. And I was like, whoa, how do you know that?
And then a grin came across his face because he knew what a treasure it is.
Yes, and he started smiling so big, and he said, that is the best location of a house on the inlet. And he said, what's crazy is I just sold the house like right next to it a couple of months ago to his very best friend, like his best friend of his whole entire life. And I was like, no way. The fact that he even knew the house that I was gonna say before I even said it was so crazy. And we just kept saying to him, well, that's our dream, but it's only a dream, right? Because we're just looking for like a condo, townhome, a second home. So anyway, he sends us this townhome in Myrtle's Inlet, and he's like, do you guys want to go look at it? It was a great price, great location. They were selling it like furnished. The furniture was so pretty. We were like, sure, let's go look at it. We could not believe the price of this townhome. It was like crazy. Mm-hmm. So we go to Myrtle's the next day, and there were like already people there looking at it when we got there. There are people...
When we were leaving.
Yeah, sitting in their cars when we were leaving. Like everybody saw this townhome, and for the price, every single person I feel like in that area wanted to get it. So we knew it was going to kind of be like almost like a bidding war, or just like a crapshoot basically for us to get this house.
It sold that afternoon.
Didn't it? Yeah. So we kind of were just like, meh, we're not even going to deal with that. Well, while we were at this...
Well, too, we weren't going to be able to have our grills.
Oh, that was a big thing for us because y'all know we love to grill.
Yeah, that wasn't going to work.
Yeah. So while we were at that townhome though, looking at it, our realtor, Mark, y'all, I like love him. I'm gonna actually leave his information in my description box if you guys are like looking in that area, because he's great. But while we were in that townhome, he said to me, like, I went ahead and booked a showing for the house on blank street if you guys just want to go look at it while we're here, because it was like 2 minutes away. He's like, since you drove all the way to Myrtle's, if you guys want to go look at it, we can. And Bunky and I were just like, well, it'll just be like for fun, like as a dream, because we're not gonna like move down here. Like Bunky still has, you know, his job and everything. So he was like, okay, well, we'll just go look at it.
Well, part of it too was that we were actually very much considering the townhome.
Yes.
But then I was like, if we go look at this other house, we're not going to think the townhome was as amazing as an opportunity.
Right.
But then we went and looked at it anyway.
Okay, so we went to look at it anyway because he had already scheduled the showing. We're like, yeah, we can't not go look at it. We have literally looked at this house like every single day online for weeks and like talked about it. And I don't know why we just like felt so drawn to this house. So we pull up and I'm just like cheesing. Like I am grinning from ear to ear to like I can't make my facial expression stop smiling. And as soon as we pulled into the driveway, I was just like, Bunky, I don't know what it is, but I just love this house so much. So we get out and we walk in the door, and I'm not kidding y'all, like immediately when we walked in the door, Bunky and I both of us were like, this is our home. Like we just kept walking around like, wow, the whole time. I'm like gonna cry telling you guys, I'm so excited. The whole time we were just like this overwhelming feeling that like this was our house. But how can it be? Because we can't just like up and move to the beach, you know, like especially because of B's job, and that's just like wild. That's wild, you know. So I get so emotional.
So yeah, like even then, that house, as much as we liked it, we had an obstacle to overcome.
Yes.
Which was me being able to move away from our office location and work remotely on a permanent basis.
Right, because you guys know Bunky already works from home, but he works from home with like, they're one day gonna go back into the office. So it's not like he's just never gonna go back, or so we thought.
Yeah. So then I had to, well,
let me tell them.
Okay.
So we like left that home with just like this overwhelming feeling that was our house and we loved it so much, but like it was not gonna be our home, we felt. So anyway, we get back home and Bunky and I are like talking about it the next day. Oh no, we went camping, remember?
Oh yeah.
Okay, so we went on a little camping trip, and that whole weekend we're just like, what if? And we're like running all these things through our head, but of course, it's just a dream. So we get home from camping on that Monday, and I was like in the kitchen. This is like mid-morning, and I was like in the kitchen, I don't know, cooking, doing something, editing, and Bunky comes downstairs, and we start talking about it again. He's like, you know what? I'm just gonna go ask. I'm just gonna go ask if I can work remotely permanently. And I was like, there is no way they are letting you do this. No way. And first of all, for Bunky to even go ask is like crazy because he's so sweet and like such a nervous Nancy, you know? Well, you are. I just kept thinking like, he is not gonna have the heart to ask this because he doesn't want to like, you know, interrupt someone's day or like put someone in a spot or like now they have to go like ask someone else. Like I just did not think Bunky was gonna ask. He goes right upstairs and he's like calls his boss and he asks, and I was just shocked. Okay, so I was like, well, wow, that's like the first step, but clearly they're like not gonna say yes. So on that day, I started praying. I started praying so hard. I'm talking all day long, every day, and I wanted to be very specific because up to this point, we had not felt good about anything that we saw. We did not have peace. There was always something about every house that we looked at that just like was not right. And I was really starting to feel like super discouraged and just like not in a good place. So I started praying in that moment, like, Lord, we have to have full and complete peace about this. We have to know that this is exactly where you want us. So specifically, like, if this is where we are supposed to be, Bunky has to be able to literally work remotely, permanently, no questions asked. And if we're not supposed to be there, then they're gonna say no, and that door is gonna be shut, and then we will like know our answer. So every day I prayed that specific prayer like multiple times a day. I just kept asking for like complete reassurance and peace about this. And so it took like 2 or 3 days, and Bunkey's like boss's boss called him, and they talked and all this stuff. Anyway, it was on Thursday, and we had like been waiting all day, like we have got to figure out an answer because we were so scared that this house was gonna get sold. And I could hear Bunkey on the phone, so I went up there and I was like trying to eavesdrop, but I couldn't like hear everything that was happening. So I came back downstairs, and I was just like standing at the like bottom of the stairs waiting for Bunkey to like come out of that door and come downstairs and tell me. And he came downstairs with the biggest grin on his face ever, and he couldn't even tell me he was so excited, and he was just like, Bunkey, I have full permission to work remotely permanently. And I was like, what? And we like started like jumping up and down. I was crying, like I was like shaking and crying, and I was like, oh my gosh, I prayed for this. This is our answer, this is our answer. I was so excited. So we literally packed our bag right then in that moment, and we got in the car, drove down to the beach that night, and we called Mark, our realtor, and we said, okay, we've got to go see this house one more time tomorrow, but like we're gonna put the offer in. And even to this point, I was like, is this crazy? Is this crazy? Is this crazy? And that whole week, I had been still looking for houses here because we just assumed this was a dream. Sorry, this is very long-winded. Okay, what? You want to say something?
I was just going to say my arms are really getting tired.
Okay, I'm going to try and like speed this up. You can sit down if you need to.
No, it's okay.
Okay.
I got it.
Okay.
It's good for me.
So we go down to the beach. The next morning, we go to see this house. Bunkey and I can't even sleep. The whole drive to the beach, we're just like, this is crazy. This is crazy. I was so emotional. I could not stop crying because like I prayed for this answer. Okay, so that next morning, we were going to drive to Myrtle's and go see this house. And before then, I went to go get some coffee at Starbucks, and then I just wanted to go see the ocean. So I went and did that, and then I drove to the ocean, and I went down this very specific place at the ocean that is very, very, very special to Bunkey and I. I'm not going to get into why, but this is the most like sacred place to us at the beach. So I drive down there, and I get out of my car, and I walk down to the ocean, and y'all, it was the most beautiful, just right there in that specific spot that I was. And the sun was just like shining so bright that like the water didn't even look real. Like it literally, I told Bunkey, I said, it looked like Jesus himself was gonna walk on water, like right there in front of me. It was so crazy. And it was just like breathtaking. And like how I told you guys, this place is like so special to us. It just like brought me to tears. It literally made like my knees buckle. I feel like I could not walk back to my car, and I called my mom, and I'm like sobbing, and I think that she probably thought like something terrible had happened, but I'm like, no, they're happy tears, they're happy tears. So I had this entire just like, I felt like God was just like there with me, you know, like this whole entire amazing experience. So anyway, I go back, get Bunkey, we go to this house, we walk in, we're like super quiet because both of us are just like, oh my gosh, this is so wild, you know? And we're like walking around, and we're just like, yes, yes, we have this incredible feeling like this is our house. So we go outside like on the back patio with our realtor, and we're like, okay, we want to put in an offer, and we're like, we need to go in at full asking. We don't want anyone else to get this house, like this is ours. Because
the thing is you know, the market here versus there is very different.
Yes, there it's not like as competitive. It's not like crazy. Like I told you guys, we were like offering 30 grand over asking for houses here and still being outbid. Like it was just so crazy. And they're like, you don't have to go over and asking. So we like tell him we're gonna come in full asking. He's like, no, you're not. Let me call the like, you know, seller. Oh, and we had no idea at this point that the lady selling this house was the realtor. So she was the realtor and the seller. So there's no like middleman. He just like called her and was like, hey, we're at your house. They love it when I put in an offer. And we're like, is this really happening? And Bunkey and I are like pacing back and forth, and we could not believe that he was just like calling and being like, hey, this is the deal, you know, do you want to take it or not? You know, we were just like, what? This is crazy. Mm-hmm. So he like, what?
Well, I'm just thinking like we went through, looked at everything, and then, you know, in some of our other experiences, it's been like this very, I mean, I guess like formal process where it's like write up the contract, send the paperwork over, see if they accept it.
Yeah.
Whereas, you know, here we were all just standing outside, and then
like making a phone call.
He was like, you know, he told us how we were saying we wanted to put in an offer at full asking price, and then he with his experience, convinced us, no, we're going to start lower. And if she says no, she says no. And then we'll, counter, work our way back up.
So it's like such a beach life type of vibe. You know what I mean? It's like the way you do it at the beach.
So I guess once we were like, well, okay, if you think that's the right number to start with, then he just pulled his phone out and called her, and 2 minutes later we were
like going under contract.
Yeah, we were like, that was gonna be our house. 2 minutes later,
he got us a great deal on the house.
Yeah.
So we were ecstatic.
Less than list price.
Yeah, we were ecstatic. Cool. So yeah, we were like under contract in like 2 minutes from a phone call, and Bunky and I are just like jumping up and down, and we cannot believe it. And we're like, this is our house, this is so crazy. And y'all, in that moment, I had been praying, Lord, I need peace. I need peace in my heart, because up to that point, I had no peace in my heart about any of this. And I am not kidding, like it was like a wave of just like, I knew this is where we were supposed to live. And can I just tell you guys, the location of this house is crazy. It's almost brand new, only a couple years old. It's only been owned by the one sweet lady who is a realtor. She took immaculate care of it. It's decorated so cute. It's obviously never been a rental. But the location, the yard, it already has like a fenced-in yard for Daisy May. Like, we could go on and on. There were so many things about this house that were just perfect, like perfect for us. There's only one thing that we want to like upgrade or change to this house. Actually, I take that back. There's two things, because
what's the second?
The yard. The thing right in the yard. So anyway,
whereas also
what?
In like so many of the houses that we were looking at around here,
yes,
there was like going to be just
thousands and thousands of dollars of work.
Renovation, kitchen renovation.
Yeah.
My phone's ringing.
Okay.
Let's see.
So after we hung up with her, we went over to the tuna shack and had lunch and celebrated. It was so much fun. But I do have a little bit of footage of our actual new house that I took while we were there. So I'm going to insert that here. I don't even know what to say because we're so excited. B got word yesterday that he can permanently, remotely work from home. So we are at the beach. We drove here last night. We are currently going back to look at the house that completely and utterly has our heart. We looked at this house the last time we were here. It's in Myrtle's Inlet, and we fell in love, and we have not stopped dreaming and thinking and talking about this house ever since. So we're going back right now to look at it one more time, and we're like 99% sure we're gonna put an offer in today. So we are ecstatic. I cannot wait to show it to y'all. It is so beautiful, and it is just like our perfect little Bunkey beach bungalow. We're obsessed. So I'll show you guys once we get there. So then the next day, Bunky and I got up and went for a walk on the beach. And I thought to myself, how crazy would it be if we saw a dolphin? Because of all the times we go to the beach, I've only ever seen a dolphin one time and all the times we go. So I thought to myself, that would be so cool. So we were taking a walk on the beach. We walked like, I don't know, half a mile down from where we parked. And Bunky is like, oh my goodness, look, there wasn't one, there wasn't two. There was like, I don't know, almost 10 dolphins out in the ocean. And it was so crazy. I had chills over my entire body. And I was just like, jumping up and down for joy. It was like just such another little God wink, I feel like. So then we turned around and the dolphins literally swam with us the entire way back to our car, like just in the same pace that we were. It was just magical watching them play. It was so cool. So then that happened. Then we went back to Myrtle's so we could go right by our new house again. And also we wanted to like explore the area and just see like what all was around us, and we had so much fun. Anyway, we go to the tuna shack. I'm sitting there talking to Bunky. I look up, y'all. There is this sliver of a rainbow. If you follow me on Instagram, you already know this. But there was this sliver of a rainbow, and it like literally almost brought, well, it did. I'm pretty sure I cried. But like rainbows are so important to me because on the day of my papa's funeral, I drove home and I saw this big rainbow. And so, you know, he like has my heart. And you guys know we've had like a miscarriage and like we're gonna have a rainbow baby one day, and so I feel like this is a place where you're gonna have our rainbow baby and just like so much peace. And I just feel like it's like God's faithfulness and his promise and just like joy, like y'all, it's so much joy. So we have no doubt at all that this is where we are supposed to move. We are so excited. We have like a 3-week gap from when we close on this house and then move into that one. So we are gonna actually close here, go to the condo for like the 3 weeks, and then we will go move into our new house. And we are ecstatic. So Bunkey'S are officially beach bums, and I'm so excited. I'm so excited. Oh, should we tell them the new name of our new house?
Yeah.
Okay. So we're thinking like,
I didn't come up with this, by the way. This was all you.
I think this is really good.
Yeah, no,
It's
so
so good.
great. It's great.
Okay, so we kept thinking we were gonna call it like Bunkey'S Beach Bungalow, and then like the more I said it, I was like, oh, the Bunkalow. So that is the name of our new house, y'all. I cannot wait to be cooking in that kitchen. Nothing about YouTube or my job is going to change. Like, if anything, I feel like it's going to be so much better. We are so excited to get in there. It is so beautiful, and we are the happiest Bunkey'S ever. And then you guys are going to ask about the farm. You're probably sick of hearing my voice at this point. Hopefully our plan is that maybe in a couple of years, we will build like a tiny house out of the farm, or have like a really cool hookup space for like our camper and be able to go and stay there for like weeks at a time. That way we can kind of like live in both places, and like the farm will be kind of like our second home. So that's the plan. We're so excited. We hope you guys are excited. We cannot wait to bring you guys along on the entire process. Of course, I'm going to film it all. And yeah, we're like the happiest Bunkey'S in the whole wide world. All right, Bunkey's going to close us out. If y'all are still here, thank you for listening.
Let's see here. We want to say thank you so much for watching. We hope that y'all are excited for us, and we're going to be bringing you along with us over the next few weeks here.
That's right.
And much love and blessings to your family and friends.
Give this one a thumbs up if you're super excited. Subscribe if you're new. We love you.
Like and subscribe. No.
See you in the next one.
Bye.
Bye.